Imagine you're looking at a photograph of your family. You look away for a second, and when you look back, your brother is gone. No blur, no footsteps, just an empty chair. You'd think you were losing your mind. But right now, in the very heart of our own galaxy, the Milky Way, this is exactly what is happening. We are watching the most massive, ancient structures in the universe simply blink out for decades. We've stared into the galactic center, a place crowded with millions of stars, packed so tightly it makes our solar neighborhood look like a desert. But recently, our telescopes have picked up something chilling. Stars that should be there for billions of years are vanishing. Others are moving in ways that defy every law of orbital mechanics we've written down since Newton. Is something eating them? Are they slipping into another dimension? Or is there a great eraser at the center of our galaxy that we are only just beginning to understand? Today, we aren't just looking at a black hole. We are looking at a crime scene. And the victim is the very fabric of our galaxy. Stay with me, because what we found at the 15-minute mark of this investigation changes everything we thought we knew about how the universe died. The neighborhood we thought we knew to understand why vanishing stars are such a big deal. We need to understand the neighborhood. We live in the suburbs. The Orion Arm out here. Things are quiet. The nearest star, Proxima Centauri, is 4 light years away. If the Sunday were a grain of sand in New York City, Proxima Centauri would be another grain of sand in Washington, D.C. There's a lot of empty space. But the galactic center, that's Times Square on New Year's Eve. In a region only a few light years wide, there are 10 million stars. It's so crowded that if you lived there, the night sky would be as bright as 1,000 full moons. You'd never know what darkness is. Belief VS. In fact, we used to believe that stars were the ultimate survivors. Once a star like our Sunday is born, it's basically a nuclear furnace guaranteed to run for 10 billion years. We treat them like cosmic clocks. We assumed that the center of the galaxy was a stable, albeit crowded, retirement home for stars. But the facts are starting to bite back. When we pointed the Keck Observatory and the very large telescope Velti at the center, we expected to see a smooth, predictable dance. Instead, we found G-objects. They look like clouds of gas, but act like stars. And then there are the missing red giants. According to our models, there should be thousands of old red giant stars in the inner core. But when we count them, they're gone. It's like walking into a nursing home and finding it filled only with toddlers. Where did the elders go? Did they die early? Or were they never allowed to grow old in the first place? The deep debate, the paradox of the old one's historical footage of early astronomers. This brings us to one of the most heated debates in modern astrophysics, the missing red giant problem. In the 1990s, astronomers began mapping the spinsters of our galaxy, the old stars that have been around since the beginning. Because the galactic center is so old, it should be a graveyard of these red giants. But it's empty. On one side, you have the collisionists. They argue that the center is so crowded that stars are literally slamming into each other, stripping off their outer layers and preventing them from ever becoming red giants. It's a cosmic demolition derby. On the other side, you have the dark matter theorists. They propose something far more exotic. They suggest that at the center of the galaxy, the density of dark matter is so high that it's actually infiltrating the cores of stars, changing how they burn, and making them invisible to our infrared sensors. But neither of these explains the vanishing. Collisions take millions of years. Dark matter infiltration is theoretical. What we are seeing are stars that are there 1 decade and gone the next. Wait until we get to the 15-minute mark, because we're going to discuss a third option, a leaking of gravity that might be transporting these stars out of our observable reality entirely. But before we get to the how, we have to understand the where. We have to talk about the monster in the basement, Sagittarius A few, stood at the edge of Sagittarius A time. Time wouldn't just slow down. Your past and future would literally swap places. The core physics, the gravity siphon host on camera, using a bowling ball and a trampoline. Let's talk physics. To understand why stars vanish, you have to understand the event horizon and spaghettification, but not in the way you saw in Interstellar. Imagine our galaxy as a giant whirlpool in the ocean. Most of the water is just spinning, but at the very center, there's a drain. That's Sagittarius A, our supermassive black hole. It's 4 million times the mass of our sun. Think of the stars near the core, like people in a buffet line. Normally, the line moves slowly. Everyone gets their food gravity and stays in their place. But Sagittarius A isn't just a person in line. It's a vacuum cleaner that turned on under the table. As a star gets close, the gravity on the front side of the star, facing the black hole, is significantly stronger than the gravity on the backside. $F equals G phi frac 1 M underscore 2I 2A $, in a normal solar system. That difference is tiny, but near a supermassive black hole, the $R distance is so small that the difference in force is enough to stretch the star into a thin noodle of plasma. This is spaghettification. But here's the kicker. Stars aren't just being eaten, they are being shrouded. When a black hole tears a star apart, it creates an accretion disk, a swirling cloud of superheated dust and gas. This disk is so bright and so thick that it acts like a smoke screen. We think some of these vanishing stars haven't actually disappeared. They've been ground up into a fine powder that now orbits the black hole, hiding the other stars behind it. It's a cosmic fog of pulverized suns. What if I told you that some of these clouds are actually zombie stars, dead husks, that are still screaming in X-rays? The paradox, the dark side of the core. Now we enter the realm of the unknown. Because even spaghettification doesn't explain everything. We've observed stars, specifically the ES stars, that orbit the black hole at 2% the speed of light. That's 15 million miles per H-hour. At those speeds, physics starts to break. Einstein's relativity tells us that gravity warps time. Near the core, time moves slower. If you were on a star, orbiting Sagittarius 1,000 years might pass for us on Earth while only a few days pass for you. This leads to a terrifying theory, the temporal displacement. Some physicists believe that the vanishing stars aren't being destroyed. Instead, the gravitational lensing is so intense that the light from these stars is being bent into the future or into the past. They are vanishing from our now because they are being pushed into a different when. Then there is the blazar effect. We've recently discovered that our black hole isn't as quiet as we thought. It may have hidden jets, beams of energy that act like a cosmic pressure washer. If a star passes through one of these jets, it doesn't just die. Its atmosphere is blasted off in a matter of hours, leaving behind a naked, cold core that no telescope can see. And here is the answer we promised. Why are they vanishing now? Because our galaxy is currently undergoing a feeding phase. For millions of years, Sag A was dormant. But something, perhaps a massive gas cloud or a rogue planet, has woken it up. We are witnessing the beginning of a galactic flare. The stars aren't just vanishing. They are being cleared out to make room for a massive eruption of energy that will sanitize the center of the Milky Way. Is the Earth far enough away to survive the reboot of our galaxy? The revelation, the future of the ghost stars. The loop is closing. The missing red giants, the G-objects, and the vanishing stars are all part of the same story. Our galaxy is a living organism. And just like any organism, it has a metabolism. The center of the Milky Way is its heart, and Sagittarius a furnace. What we've learned from these vanishing stars is helping us solve the final parsec problem. If stars can vanish or be ground up, it means black holes can grow much faster than we ever imagined. In the future billions of years from now, this clearing out of the center will continue until the Milky Way becomes an elliptical galaxy. No more beautiful spiral arms, no more new stars, just a giant glowing ball of old stars and one massive central grave. But there's a silver lining. These vanishing stars are seeding the galaxy as they are torn apart. They spray heavy elements, gold, platinum, and uranium, out into the spiral arms. The atoms in your wedding ring or the iron in your blood might have come from a star that vanished near the core 5 billion years ago. We are the ghosts of those stars. Their disappearance was the requirement for our appearance. Does this mean the black hole isn't a predator, but a gardener? Philosophical outro. The silent heart, we often think of the stars as eternal. We call them fixed stars. But the lesson from the center of our galaxy is that nothing is permanent. The universe is a master of the disappearing act. Stars vanish so that planets can form. Planets vanish so that life can evolve. And one day even our sun will participate in this great cycle. It's easy to feel small when you realize there's a 4 million sun mass monster at the heart of your home, eating stars like popcorn. But there's a profound beauty in it. We are the only part of the universe that has developed eyes to watch the show. We are the universe's way of witnessing its own transformation. If you want to keep exploring the mysteries of the deep cosmos with us, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. We are currently tracking a new anomaly in the Andromeda Galaxy that seems to be mimicking our own. What do you think? Is Sagittarius A a destructive force? Or is it the engine that makes life possible? Let's talk about it in the comments. The stars may be vanishing, but our curiosity is only getting brighter. Thanks for watching.